Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blackfoot Book Club and another edition of my essential film reviews collection. Here are my rambling musings on the 2022 film The Grey Man, directed by the Russo brothers. Fancy a whistle-stop worldwide tour from the USA to Thailand via Azerbaijan, Turkey, the UK, Hong Kong, Austria, Germany and the Czech Republic before ending with a bloody and brutal hand-to-hand combat fight in a maze in the grounds of a Croatian mansion? How about another hand-to-hand combat fight within the tightly packed confines of the launching ground of a ginormous firework display lighting up a darkened Bangkok skyline? Or perhaps a mid-air fight for a parachute as a cargo aeroplane descends into a fiery inferno below? A ridiculous gunfight on a tram speeding through Vienna? Or perhaps the escape of our hero from an underground dungeon as he fights for his life and from the clutches of the sociopathic assassin who simply can't allow him to share the damning secrets that will ultimately damn not just him, but everyone in his world of black, off-book operations? Throw in as many CIA agents, contracted assassins and murderous clandestine operations as you can muster in amongst a bubbly soundtrack bookended by the beautiful Silver Bird by Mark Lindsay, a fractured and non-linear timeline helmed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, captured brilliantly by the cinematography of Stephen Windon and edited frenetically and within an inch of its cinematic life by Jeff Groff and Pietro Scalia, and you have the quite wonderful and mightily impressive The Grey Man. Based on a novel of the same name written by Mark Greaney, it's a tale of black operations and the darkest of dark arts, the ghosts no one is aware of, until they've come and gone and in this case wreaked spectacular destruction across the globe before disappearing back into the off-book shadows of the CIA. Rather pleasingly, the roll call of stars showcased here is headed by Billy Bob Thornton as Donald Fitzroy, CIA chief of a special operations team codenamed Sierra and recruiter of serial offenders, murderers and potential assassins that have no family, limited capacity and an empathy-deleted ability to be a cold-blooded killer for hire. The prime example of which is brilliantly portrayed and realised by Chris Evans as Lloyd Hansen. Recognisably seen as a pure sociopath, Hansen is now ostensibly called upon from the private sector of bounty hunting and mercenary killing now that he's left the CIA, and Evans plays the unlikable and detached character well, with dead-eyed stares and a loquacious tongue. Reggae Gene Page imbues current CIA chief Denny Carmichael with a cold-blooded indifference as he clings to ultimate power of the dark arts, and in a male-dominated film of alpha aggression from a litany of heavily armed male assassins, please do not overlook the crucial female lead and supporting roles that complement this film brilliantly. Every female role appears, at first, as flimsy and throwaway, but they are anything but. Fresh from her stunning portrayal of childish and desperate angst to be truly accepted and loved in this year's Deep Water, Ana de Armas is excellent here as CIA agent Danny Miranda, and Jessica Henwick is underestimated at your peril as she seeks the top job as Suzanne Brewer. Alfre Woodard cameos as Margaret Cahill, and huge plaudits are reserved for Julia Butters, who excels again in a youthful role as Claire Fitzroy. But here is your principal player. Sierra 6, or simply 6, Ryan Gosling. Recruited from a Florida prison in 2003, 18 years later the commonly known 6 now purely exists within the grey, and to coin the recruiter's phrase, to kill bad guys. Trained to be a ghost, he's also arguably a ghost from a previous regime that's under internal attack, and from many different angles and in the form of many differing dark actors. Whether it's the hand-to-hand combat expertise and quick thinking of Jason Bourne, or the sophistication and nous of James Bond to squeeze out the tightest of all possible spots, Ryan Gosling is, naturally, fantastic, and in a superb performance that calls heavily on the Bourne franchise but which he fills here in a performance of tongue-in-cheek, performance-heavy excellence. Should you be seeking 2 hours of escapist fun with a heart, as well as the annoyingly handsome good looks of Ryan Gosling, I heartily recommend this to you. And that was The Grey Man from 2022, directed by the Russo brothers, brought to you by Stephen Blackford, in a Radiohead t-shirt for a change. And reader and writer of pointless but spoiler-free film reviews since 2012. And I leave you in peace and in solidarity. And I thank you so much for watching. Be careful out there, everyone. Peace.